Hi and welcome to my Wednesday video. Today we are going to be talking about how to respond to your friends that respond to any kind of demonstration against the police brutality and Black Lives Matter. They respond, but all lives matter. Now this is a request from Mia. Mia, I hope you like it. This one is for you and all of you guys out there. Mwah. But first, my name is Margret Atladottir and I am the founder of Mindset Mastery Living. And I serve people that want to take control of their lives. Welcome back. Enough is enough. Structural racism is a fact and it needs to stop. It needs to end here. And if you have friends that will start an argument with you about, all this Black Lives Matters, I think all lives matter. You need to answer in a manner that will make that friend think an extra time. Remember that if a person has decided for an opinion, it's quite hard to change that opinion. You certainly can't. The only person that can is themselves. So what you need to do is not go into an argument. You need to educate, but you need to educate without patting the person on the head. Now that's easier said than done. My tip number one is to keep your cool. So when you don't keep your cool and you get emotionally involved, you become unstructured in your comments. And what happens then, sad to say, is that you are not reliable and not truthworthy. So keep your cool. My tip number two. So racism is racism and we can all become a victim. But there is a difference between structural racism and individual racism. So white people do not endorse structural racism. They can endure individual ones though. Now Black Lives Matter are protesting against the structural racism in our society. And there is no such structural racism against white people. And that's why it doesn't fit into the discussion. And it's like totally lack of respect as well to take that in. Now, if you're going to answer a person, it's nice to have something to compare it with. I've used breast cancer. If you're fighting, to awareness of breast cancer, it's a lack of respect to come there and say, all cancer forms are bad. It's true, but it's very unrespectful and hurtful in the moment, in that situation. You don't do that. And I know there's a guy called, what's his name, Doug Wilford, that wrote down few examples of this. And one was like, if my wife comes home, I can really see the pain and hurt in her, and she says, "Do you love me?" And my reply would be, "I love everybody." Now, that would be truthful, but it's not nice. It's hurtful, and it's actually quite mean and respectless in that situation. Same thing if your colleague will come and tell you that, my father just died, and there's a lot of pain and hurt there, and your reply would be, well, all parents die. It's true, but it doesn't fit in this context. It doesn't fit in the discussion. It is respectless for you to say that, to reply that. And it's hurtful and it's mean in that situation. And the same exact thing goes for, we're fighting for something that's been going on that is not acceptable about Black people's lives. And it's crazy that this is, continuing. And then to come on with like, yeah, well, all lives matter. They're the same worth. There's the same value. Well, that's true. But in this context, in this discussion, it's respectless, it's mean, it's hurtful. And we shouldn't even say it. Good luck with this one. If you find other examples to explain this, please write to me. I need more. Great. My tip number 3 is about how this discussion can actually evolve. And some of your friends will say that I don't see color. I'm colorblind. And if just everybody would do the same, we would not have racism. Now, first of all, sorry guys, but your colorblindness is a form of racism. Now, what you're doing there, and I know probably without knowing it, is that you are denying Black people their negative racial experience and rejecting their culture heritage. So by saying, I'm colorblind, it actually means I don't see you. Or at least not the bad color part. Ever thought of that way? Well, I was guilty of this one. But you can hear the racism in this, right? Well, I can. And so will your friend. So guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you use and find my tips very effective. I've used them myself these couple of weeks a lot. And they kind of work. So good luck with that. This is an important message and is an important demonstration around the world, a revelation that will end this structural racism that is existing in our societies. This is just so not okay. I'm not going to get emotional. My tip number 1. It's really hard not to. But anyhow, thanks for watching. If you want some topics, write to me. And I will give you 3 tips on them. And you can write to me on Instagram, you can write to me on Facebook, and you can now write to me here on YouTube. It's all Mindset Mastery Living. And the same goes for if you would like a free coaching session. You're welcome to contact me, and a discovery session for a hypnosis. But until next week, I know, guys, that you got this.